Hi everyone, welcome. In this video, let's keep discussing unconventional responses to the approach to the start point. And we'll talk about this shoulder hit. It's a really strange move. It's actually really popular back in the days. You see this in ancient games. You don't see this anymore. But as beginners, you might see this. Amateurs might want to try this sometimes. And it's not a good move for white, right? So that's the conclusion. But some of these patterns, I might tell you it's good for black, but as white, you might want to try it out and see for yourself. Definitely go for it, right? So this is where Go still remains fun for beginners and amateur players, because if you're a high down player and if your teacher or any professional players tell you that this is a bad move, you're going to avoid it because you know it's going to be bad, even though you might actually like it or it might even work for you. But as beginners, Q players, definitely try it out if you like it as white. If you don't like it, then forget about it. But at least from this video, you know how to respond to this move. Right, so the easiest way to respond, which we've already learned actually here on this channel, is simply to take the 3-3 point again. Just take the corner, and if we play this Joseki out, number 6 is simply in the wrong spot, right? It's in a very bad spot actually, no matter what white does. The best way locally is probably number 14, and this is much worse than any of the pincers, right? Number 6 is just at the wrong spot. You might want to add a stone. No, it's too redundant. Play elsewhere. Sometime down the line, black has so many moves here, right? So number 6 is not just redundant here, it's in the wrong spot. It's like negative value for white in this situation. So this is the easiest way, I guess, for black to take care of this move. But of course, you might be thinking this also works, right? Just push and cut. And now white is going to be in pieces, right? So if it's something like this, then this is still very, very playable for black, right? And of course, white cannot just allow black to capture number 6. This is extremely valuable, right? The corner is still open, right? And white doesn't really have anything going on here. Black can also play the hane and just capture number 6 this way. This way, again, the upper side is pretty strong, right, for black. The corner is still open. Number 9 still needs one more move. White needs to take care of it. But overall, not a good way to play, right? Just giving up number 6 and allowing black to kind of cut you off. So the best white should do is probably just play the corner closer. But this is not worth it, right? You're kind of exchanging number 6 and 7 for all of this, right? So this is the recommended pattern after number 6 by AI. And this clearly favors black according to AI, but it may not be that obvious for beginners and amateur players. They're like, white has a pretty nice shape, right? I already got the corner. Now, what does black have? Well, black is actually very strong. If it had a stone here, the upper side is very strong. It's very hard for white to come in. It's impossible to come in. It's very hard to save number 6. There's nothing here for white to play. And number 7 and 9, just very strong toward the center, right? So it's actually a very efficient, strong shape. And number 6 is basically wasted. So that's the best I can do as an explanation. But if you don't agree with it, then you can go ahead and try as white, right? And see if you like it. And what if white wants to save number 6? You have moves like this, right? It's usually a good move. If black ignores you, you have number 12 right here, right? Kind of revives number 6. If black kills this way, then number 10 is still very much alive. You have moves like this on the outside. You have these descents. So number 10 is a good move locally, but black can take the corner this way. And this is going to be very bad for white. Because of the setup on the outside, these 3 black stones, very strong. If you play something like this, then this is going to be a great shape for black. Black takes the corner, is connected towards the center, and white is disconnected, and neither side is alive. So this is going to be good for black. If white blocks here, now black takes away white's ice base, and white is still disconnected, this shape. It's going to be a very tough fight for white. So that's why this is not viable. So the best white can do after number 6 is this. And that means you probably shouldn't play number 6 in the first place. A couple other moves One is this. This is a little slow, according to AI. It's viable, of course, which is playing more conservatively on the third line, but white will just stay on the fourth line, and white is not too bad if black plays number 7. It's something like this. And another move you might want to try is this, right? You're hoping that white will push, but of course white will not push. This is going to be horrible for white. Black takes the corner, and white gets very little, right? So this is not going to work. This will kind of go back to one of the previous patterns we just saw. Not good for white either. But the trick here for white, of course, is not to play the push and cut, especially if your opponent really hopes that you play that move. Resist the temptation. Just keep playing on the fourth line here. And this should be okay because black is not putting enough pressure on number 6. And that's really the difference here, I think. Right? If it's something like this, this is actually about even, right? Kind of evens out the effect of number 6. Because the corner is stronger, actually. And black still has a move here. Compare this to the previous pattern. This exchange, 7 and 8, clearly favors white, right? Because 5, 9, and 11 is already very strong. You don't need another move here. So that's why number 7, if you play it as number 7, it will be a little redundant if white chooses simply to save the corner, something like this. Right? So a brief recap, if you're nervous about this move, just take the 3-3 point. Almost always a good idea for black in this situation. And if you're feeling like fighting, just push and cut. And if white relents, just keep pushing, right? Just keep pushing. And now number 4 is under a lot of pressure. If white plays here, you can still cut and start a fight. And this is going to favor black, no matter what. Hope this helps. Good luck, and thank you for watching.